Welcome to Coxie's Picks. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and today we're going to be looking at these, the French Surette Nationale Type 1955 handcuffs. It requires two keys to open these ones, which will pull down the pulls, and they go in an unusual diagonal action, which can be seen if I get a tensioner and just push it down. So we've got the cuff, and as you can see, rather than going traditionally up down, it goes back into the cuff body, which is a kind of a cool mechanism. More on that later because we're going to exploit that action. Then we've got a wafer lock. Now this wafer lock is rather crude, but as you can see, we've got a very interesting key, as in it's like a massive ski slope, which is designed primarily so that you can't stick objects in. We've also got an unusual keyway. It kind of restricts what you want to do, but they obviously, which is a bit bizarre because a lot of Parker pens were made in France, that they didn't take into account that you can stick a Parker pen down there. So I can't find my Parker tensioner. I'm just going to use a tensioner that I've got lying around, but you can see this ridge that we've got on the Parker there. It fits lovely into the keyway, right, and actually hugs the warding really nicely. Now once you've got it all the way to the rear, if I can get it all the way down there, you'll notice that the point fits lovely on the key edge, so we know that we're at the back of the cuff body. It's almost like it was designed for this particular task. Now we're going to try and do something called overlifting, which you're familiar with wafer locks. Some of them are really vulnerable to this, and that means that we don't actually have to have any skill. We just need to push the wafer with as much force as possible until we get it all the way open. And I've missed one, so I'm just going to go back down to the bottom and start again. Got myself wedged. Try again. There we go. A lot of tension then. Didn't want that. Why have you not gone? Come on. There she goes. So it was the one right at the back that was holding us up. Get the tools out. And as you can see, we've got the double lock off. Now, as I was discussing before, right, the pull mechanism there disappears into the cuff body. When we're using the key, like so, if I just do this, right, you can see that it pulls it back in, so it goes, slides down, and then disappears. Well, the key actions at this point and then comes off at this point, which means that if we were to pick it in a traditional sense, we're aiming for the lock mechanism, we'd aim around about here, and then try and navigate across. And that would be incredibly difficult to get all the way around the key post and up and through. But what they didn't take into account is that the actual working parts move all the way along, and we're going to go and try and do a bypass, and we're going to try and catch the tail end of the pull and pull it down, and then it will clear the cuff. Sounds complicated, I know, but we're going to use our Parker to our advantage, and we're going to use this little ledge, but we're going to go into the back of the cuff body, so we're right at the back. We're then going to lean down, and then we're going to slide, and there's the cuff open. So we've literally gone into the back, we've hooked it, and then we've moved in such a way that it's just nudged it, and it's taken the whole cuff pull mechanism down with it. So there we go. That is the French Surette 1955 handcuff, defeated with Parker. And apologies for your purists for having to use a tensioner, but if I do ever find my Parker that I bent into a tensioner, I will redo it and demonstrate it can be done with Parker pens. So there we go. Another victory for Parker. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.